another doing my, who does that? Like, that is the most dumbest thing. Number 13, have you ever not 14, have you ever had a bad interaction with a brand? And we had some back and forth. There were some videos I actually made. Do you know who I am? Actually, somebody else was having it. Again, these are people that receive the PR. These are not I heard or decided to bandwagon on, but knowing that people are going to purchase it, and that for a freaking fact that that's not true in their own way, when they shade people, anything of that nature. I don't like backstabbing. I don't like uploading your video, and thank you. Hey guys, it's Cauliflower. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to yet another tag video. Today we are doing the YouTuber truthful tag video, which I love when the internet affords me yet another tag video to do that I tag myself in, because, you know, at this point in time, why the hell not? So I found this video through another YouTuber that I watch and I have spoken about here on my channel before, which is Jen Luvs Reviews. I'm quite fond of Jen, and we are acquaintances in real life, or what have you, whatever you want to call this wonderful universe that we live on. So she founded it through another YouTuber, which I've mentioned before. I'm going to throw her up as well, a picture of her, and then of course her link in the description box, as well as all of the wonderful questions I will be answering today just for you guys. Okay, so we have a series of 16 questions, and we're just gonna jump right into it. Question 1, have you ever received a product, tried it, didn't like it, and then decided not to review it? Yes. Back when I was doing a lot of Amazon type reviews, there were products that I was sent or even purchased through certain like discounted websites that were very cheap. And there were some things that just did not make it to my channel because I didn't feel that they were necessary to, because they just didn't work out. The same thing goes for products that I don't think are amazing or that are worthy of bringing to my channel, because I'm not going to sit here and go on about something that's bad unless I'm telling you about bad products, unless that's the actual focus of the video. So no, I don't like to bring on things that I've tried and disliked. In fact, what I have done is I will bring it to videos that say, yeah, not so good. So yeah. All right, next question. Products you use alone but don't show or use online. There's quite a bit of things that I use in my daily life that I don't show online. Most of the time, it could either mean that it's something that I've used or shown before, or it's just something that I don't think is of relevance to any of you guys. I mean, I could sit here and go through 1,000 things in my bathroom and show you hair products that I use all the time, or skincare products, sometimes whatever it might be, but most of the time there will be something I've already introduced and that I won't keep showing you because it can get kind of boring and kind of stale, so that would be why. Question 3. Product you want but won't buy because you don't support the brand. Oh, we're back to this, the cancel culture yet here of YouTube. There's really not anything that I feel that I'm so strongly against the company that I'm not going to purchase anything. There are companies that I don't support because I just don't like some of the things that they come out with, or I don't really appreciate some of their social media nonsense. That's two-faced sometimes. There are things on Two-Faced's websites or what have you that they post that I go, but I'm not one that purchases a lot of Too-Faced. I do have staple products that I enjoy by them, but I don't really go into the whole like spectrum of their newest palettes or their newest blushes or what have you. There are certain things that I do enjoy, their foundations, their concealers, things of that nature. Again, Kat Von D is a very hot topic as far as staying away from. I don't stay away from a lot of her things because, again, I have put money into my products that I've purchased, and I don't like to get into politics. Do I agree with everything that goes on in their personal lives? If I had to stop using products based on people's personal lives, forget it. I use nothing here on YouTube. So I don't really have that as a stipulation. Okay, question 4. Do you have any blocked words? Yes, I do. Unfortunately for me here on this channel, I have had many a troll, and I've had many people that would use certain really disgusting things that have happened in my life, or things that they thought were going to bother me with, that were pertinent in my life, such as my family, my daughter. I've had many people come to my channel and try to like troll with her face or things of that nature. So yes, there are certain keywords I don't like. Many of them are still up. I won't go into what words they are because I don't want anybody being a wise ass. But yeah, for my protection, I do block some words. Question 5, do you delete comments? If so, why? It depends on the comment. If I do delete a comment, it's very rare. And if I do delete it, it's because it's something that's directed personally, that should not be there, that should not have my other subscribers there to read, because honestly, it'll be something that it has nothing to do with the content. It just has to do with me personally. And I don't think it's fair for my subscribers to have to read anything that a person has against me, whether it's they don't like me for whatever reason, or they have some kind of vendetta, or they're trying to upset me in one way, or what have you. Yeah, so yeah, it's very rare, but I do delete comments every now and again. Number 6, do you block people? Abso-fucking-lutely, I block people. I refuse to have people come to my channel and spread any kind of negativity. Once again, the same kind of concept as in deleting comments. If you're going to take something personally out on me and find a way through my videos, as many have done, yeah, I'm going to block you because I don't need that kind of negativity here on my channel. It's not what I'm about. Okay, number 7. Have you ever lied about a product to stay on good terms with the brand? Yeah, no, I don't really. If I do anything, I try to respectfully explain that there are certain things that just don't work out for me. I don't feel that lying is really a necessity. There is no PR list I'm on that I need to sit back here and go, oh, how wonderful, this primer is, if I think it sucks. If I think it sucks, I'm going to tell you why it sucks. Personally for me, I'm not going to go into a whole litany of bashing the company, but if they do happen to sponsor my video, and if it happens to be something that I don't really like, I would actually contact them and say, listen, this is not something that I like. Do you still want me to do the review, or that kind of thing? Because I don't like to be dishonest, and I'd rather be upfront. So yeah. Okay. Number 8, have you ever initially liked a product when you reviewed it and then changed your mind but didn't let your audience know? No. 9 times out of 10, if I change my mind about something, I'm going to let my audience know. And there's a few things that I have changed my mind about, whether it's a foundation or an eyeshadow palette. It depends on what it is. Sometimes if I try something for the first time or first few times, it could be my skin, my chemical balance, the weather. There's so many variables. And there have been many times that I will come back to a video, especially if it's a favorites video, if it's kind of like a wrapping up video, like products that I, loved over a year, what have you. And I'll say, yeah, I hated it. I hated it when I first tried it, but now after trying it several times, I do enjoy it. So most of the times I do that. Okay. Number 9, influencer you don't trust. Oh, we're getting into the shade, aren't we? Again, I'm very upfront with you guys, and I have been known to say names on my channel, so it doesn't really bother me if I go into the same type of explanation as far as who I don't trust. Again, you know what I'll say about not trusting? It goes with my instincts. If I watch somebody on YouTube and I kind of feel the instincts are that they're just selling me a product, or they're just doing this because basically they got it in PR, or they're being sponsored, or they basically are just bullshitting me just to bullshit me. Being the kind of person I am, I'm pretty perceptive, so I can tell right away if I'm going to trust what they have to say, or I don't watch them. And 9 times out of 10, it's the latter. I don't watch them. If I don't trust them, I'm not going to waste my time. There are times that things get controversial, and I will admit that for the sake of just curiosity, I'll see what they have to say. But on a daily basis, no, I don't watch anybody I don't trust. Okay. Next, number 10, influencer you trust the most here on YouTube? Influencer I trust the most? Well, obviously I have a core group of people that I do trust. My best friend, Nikki Murphy, I trust her implicitly. Implicitly, I do trust Jessica Jam Beauty 89. There's sometimes I disagree with her. I trust Tati sometimes. I love her. There are times I kind of question the way she carries herself in certain videos, but again, it all depends on the day, all depends on what's going on. I trust Jeffree Star. I know a lot of people would be against that, but for me personally, I have watched him now for some time, and there are things that I take into consideration when it comes to me as a older adult. Would it work for me or not? But I have never been led astray as far as he's concerned. If I think it's something I want to try, I will take his word. If it's not, then I will just take my own word. There are a series of other YouTubers. Samantha March, I absolutely adore her. Emily Noel, I absolutely adore her. Yeah, so those would be the people that I definitely would trust most. And of course, now I lost the question. Okay, the next question is number 11. Secret tips or product application you don't show while on camera. Most of the times when I don't show something on camera, it would have to be I'm doing my brows, because I don't initially really feel comfortable in showing them. There are times I will, it depends on the video, but most of the time I'm not going to show you me doing my brows or actually taking hair off of my face. That's another. There's an application that I will never show. If I'm removing hair from like my upper lip or my face or underneath my brows, unless I'm demonstrating a product, I'm not going to show you that process, because why would anybody want to see that? Okay. Next is number 12. Have you ever showed one product but were actually showing another? Who does that? Like, that is the most dumbest thing ever. Like, if I'm showing you this e.l.f. primer, I'm showing you this e.l.f. primer and not some other kind of thing. What like water? Or like a fancy schmancy bottle with like water in it? No, I don't feel that that's being very transparent or necessary. It's kind of a stupid thing to do, because how are you going to explain to people what it does, if it works for you or if it doesn't, if it's not the actual product that you're dealing with? So no, I would never do anything like that. Okay. Never. Number 13, have you ever not disclosed the sponsorship? No. They're very few and far between. So if I'm sponsored by anybody, I'm going to let you guys know that. I'm also going to include the FTC guidelines, which I believe is still at the bottom of my description box. I always leave the FTC guidelines. Sometimes I even put in disclaimers depending, because I know how the internet works. I know how it works here on YouTube, and no, I do not let you know if something is sponsored, because most of the time I'm not sponsored. So why wouldn't I let you know? Okay. 14, have you ever had a bad interaction with a brand? Yeah, I've had bad interactions with companies, not exactly like makeup brands. I've never had a falling out with a makeup brand. Again, I'm not on PR lists to have that go on, but I've had fallouts with brands. There was a company called Divine and Sexy, which I had a code for. I think I still have the code, that tried to screw me over in certain ways, and we had some back and forth. There was some videos I actually made on certain companies that I worked with that kind of screwed me over, or it wasn't a very logical or fair exchange. So I did have some videos on that. But as far as like makeup brands or anything of that nature, no, I have not. Not as of yet. Not as of yet. Okay. Number 15. Have you ever bandwagoned with other people's thoughts on a particular product? Do you know who I am? Actually, no, I don't. There are so many products that people say that they hate here on YouTube that a good majority of the time I will end up liking. I will give you, for an instance, the Anastasia Subculture palette. I did not jump on that bandwagon. Yes, I waited a while before I actually tried it myself, but when I did try it myself, I absolutely loved it. I did not see the same problems that everybody else was having. And again, these are people that receive it in PR. These are not people that purchase it. And some people purchased it and didn't like it. But for the most part, the bigger gurus that were talking about the Anastasia palette were saying how bad it sucked, the fallout, it's not of good quality. And I didn't agree with that at all. A lot of the products, I just talked about the Anastasia Amrezy highlighter. I think it sucks, and that's just, again, that's not because of something that I heard or decided to bandwagon on. It's because I actually tried it and it didn't work for me. So no, I don't bandwagon on products. And number 16, things other creators do that get on your nerves. How much time do we have? Oh, there are so many things that creators do that get on my nerves. For the most part, what I don't like is the pushing of a product, knowing that people are going to purchase it and that it's going to suck, aka Jaclyn Hill. I have such a distrust, and maybe we'll go back to some of the YouTubers I distrust, but I have a distrust for people that will push out something that they have done or they're in collaboration with, or they will offer to you and say to you how amazing it is and how much time was spent on that product and how many years have been worked on that product. And you know for a freaking fact that that's not true, that they're working with brands and those brands will churn out those things as fast as they can say yes. So I don't like that, especially in the form of palettes that I spend money on. Try, because I hear this influencer say how wonderful it is and end up taking it back because it fucking sucked. That's one of the things. I don't like when an influencer basically will put down smaller influencers in their own way, when they shade people in their own way about how basically they don't trust or they don't like smaller influencers because maybe smaller influencers have been here longer, have come up with more ideas than they ever will, and they don't credit it, or they will put down a smaller influencer. I'm not about that life. I don't enjoy that. There's a lot of things that they do. I don't like fakeness or phoniness or anything of that nature. I don't like backstabbing. I don't like people being snobs or snubbing you at events, kind of seeing you and knowing who you are and then kind of be like, sure, whatever. I'm nice to everybody. Not that I've ever had an interaction like that, but I'm just putting it out there that if you see me at an event and I'm a smaller YouTuber, you're a bigger YouTuber, it is okay. You can approach me. I don't have a disease. So I'm going to leave it at that for this wonderful tag. But thank you, Jen, for uploading your video. And thank you, Mel, for creating this tag, if it was you that created this tag. I tag any and all of you that want to do this. This is very enjoyable. If you have a YouTube channel and you are an influencer and you feel you can be truthful, then I would say go for it. But until then, I will leave you with just a friendly goodbye, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.